Right, we'll go. Qualifying 1 was alright with a beginning gap to Verstappen in second place of 1.751 seconds, with all 3 purple sectors as well. After the session, the Ferraris picked up the quali pace and placed 2-3, 1.123 and 1.163 seconds behind me. Leclerc leading Sainz. Qualifying 2, I was 2.563 seconds ahead of the AI, making a big improvement and so keeping 3 purple sectors. However, the big ones were in the low end of the top 10 AI. After the session, the AI realised where they were supposed to be and improved to go 2.102 seconds behind me, Leclerc heading them. Qualifying 3 was even better. We went 3.174 seconds ahead of Norris in second place. All 3 purple sectors, and we had them by a second plus in each sector. This translated to a 2.630 second advantage after the session when Sainz improved to go second place. Yeah, I've really been putting off doing this recording, but I'm doing it now, and you didn't really need to know that. So I'm just going to give you straight over to the pre-race. Let's go.
Welcome to the Magic City. We're here at the Miami International Autodrome, the home of the Hard Rock Stadium, a multi-purpose sports and entertainment hub which has hosted Super Bowls, Baseball World Series, numerous rock concerts, and now, for the first time, Formula One, with great opportunities for wheel-to-wheel battles featuring 19 corners, 3.36 miles long, and expected average speeds of 138 miles an hour. The Miami International Autodrome will be sure to create lots of chances to overtake. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Esteban Ocon yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Verstappen, Lando Norris, and Hamilton, Leclerc, Vettel, Magnussen and Guan Yu Zhou, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo and Stroll, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Tsunoda, Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly, Latifi and Mick Schumacher. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Anthony Davidson is with me once again to take you through today's action. And we have plenty of twists and turns to come over the next hour or so, I'm sure. Now, I want to ask you about Esteban Ocon.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? And of course, it's looking very close here today. A lot's going to be riding on those first few corners, and then the question becomes who can manage their tyres so they're in a better position to push hard towards the end.
Right, here we are on the grid then. Looking at strategy, let's change the medium soft first. See what we can do. 4/10. Looks like it's the high end, only 4/10 improvement. See what the medium hard can do. 2.2 no negative 0. Blah 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 blah. Negative 3/10. Slightly slower. I think this is what I was talking about in Imola. I can't even remember now. Was it even Imola? I really need to catch up on these. We're going to go 2-stop. Are we? Everyone's on mediums. Right, Miami. Come on. Lap everyone. So, 5 red lights. Got a poor start. Sainz was able to get us off the line. Then I broke late and didn't really turn. and side by side with Norris, forced him onto the curb low, so he backed out eventually, and I slotted back into 5th. Yeah, very poor start there. Not really. I can't even explain the second phase. No, the braking zone. I don't know what happened there at all. But yeah, it happened. Norris almost pressured me into sector 3, get into the Mickey Mouse section, but it was fine. Obviously much quicker than everyone else. Just needed to get past everyone as quick as we could. And I found out how difficult it could be on this straight, I think. ERS, not even getting close, staying the same distance almost. Kind of forced him into fighting with Russell, but then I got a slide on the rear end and almost allowed Norris back at me into turn 1. Just want to get something. Max made contact with Sainz at the start on lap 1. So Max just got a great start. Got George into turn 1, and then well, there's the contact. God damn it. Looks like there's a little indent on the left. I've got a blocked nose for whatever reason, I don't know why. But yeah, there's that bit of contact, and then lap 3. Oh no, no man. Sector 3, I believe. I can just skip sector 2. Yes. So sector 3 begins here. I knew I needed to get past them as quick as I could, so I went on the charge. Went after George after couldn't really get past Hamilton. Then I'm not really sure what happened. I just broke later than him, but in a way where I didn't collide with him, but was able to go around his outside through the final corner. Then he kind of just backed out, heading to the line, so that was easy. And that put me into P4. And then Lewis, once again not enough speed in 6. Oh no, never mind. Yes, enough speed into sector 2. So yeah, we're really close here. Closest pairing on the circuit, and the 2/10 as we came across the DRS line. DRS are now enabled, so that was really going to help me. Went towards the middle, otherwise broken the straight line as much as I could. No contact with Lewis, and didn't even go wide at all. Stayed completely on the circuit, not even on the curb, and put myself up into P3 to go chase down Max Verstappen, which failed for a couple of laps, to be honest. I believe lap 5 was when I actually got him. I really shouldn't say when I got him, because then you kind of know what happened. But you've already you've already seen the results. Oh yeah, I tried to get down. Did I? Yes. I'll block out. I mean, I've done. Well, no, I haven't released. I haven't even edited Bahrain yet, so I can still do that. I just have to block out the view at the beginning of this highlight video. But yeah, almost went down the inside of Max, but it forced him to go down the well, it didn't force him. He just elected to go down the inside of Sainz, like Hamilton did when he went down the inside of Russell. I then tried to follow Sainz through, and I did, through the Mickey Mouse section. I don't know how we didn't make contact, but we didn't, and that put me up into P2 so I could go chase down Sainz for a race lead once again, after I lost it at the start. I believe an attempt came lap 6 through sector 2. Obviously with Sainz no DRS and the DRS should be an easy pass. It's just whether Sainz defended much. He did. He forced me to the inside, but I forced him to the outside and into the corner. I did go a little bit wide, but it's fine, and we got Sainz for first. Technically, I really should have given the place back because I finished the move off the circuit. But we'll see. I haven't actually seen the onboard yet. Down into the corner. Yeah, that's got to be a penalty. Left the track and completed the move. Anywho, this was just a slow lap, so I want to see if there's any mistakes. Well, it was more than a slow lap, it was an especially slow lap. Yeah, no real reason. I didn't mean to do that, I meant to press the left trigger, not left bumper. Yeah, slightly went into the wall. No damage though, so that was good. Just wheel contact. Happened at the same time, Daniel got past Magnussen on the timing tower. Then I went wide. There we go, that's why that time was slow. Lap 19 was next. I believe I know what happened then. I already had a 24-second gap over Sainz. So, yeah, that 5-second penalty is nothing. I believe I remember where this was. Yes, I do. So, lap 19, I have a 30-second gap. Sainz is still second, leading Max and the two Red Bulls, the two Mercedes, which are headed by Russell and then Hamilton. Oh, it was sector 3. Never mind. Was it? I put down lap 19 because I'm sure that's when it was. Oh, there we go. There it is. So yeah, he pulls to the side and retires from the Grand Prix. Top 9, well, 8 of the top 9, apart from Max now, were really close. Quite surprising to see, actually. I mean, if only that was how it was in real life. Someone needs to stop Max, you know. Yeah, you're ghosted. Cool. Alright, why were you slow? Oh yeah, that's why. Going into turn 1. Just went over the curb for turn 2 and spun it. And then I tried not hitting the wall, but I didn't want to reverse. So that's why I pulled forward and then tried to flick spin. I should have just tried to flick spin in the first place. Or reverse. I know the gap behind me was large, so it wouldn't have affected me too much. 23. My pit lap, and as you would just less sector 3. And as you would have seen, my strategy changed. Quite late actually. I was gonna do medium hard, but then as you would have seen, medium soft were quicker. So midway through the race I was like, okay, if I can get the pit stop gap, then I will do the 2-stop. And I did. 50 seconds before the pit. Obviously helped by the others pitting as well, but came into the pit lane. No speeding this time in Miami. The last season I did. So that's good. And bit of a slow release. I keep releasing the clutch too early. Although it's just the gear button on my wheel, there's no clutch. And out onto the track we go, back on on another set of mediums with a gap to Lewis of that's right, we won't even see it. Wow. And he's only just next up, lap 30. Another slow lap. What did I do this time? Wait, hold up. No, that'll be ERS. I thought I lost a second on the straight. Yeah, I didn't really like this missing last section. I lost it quite a bit. What am I doing? I'll just say that little bit from northboard. Oh, nice camera angle. Thank you, boys. Yeah. Didn't really like the curb at all. And they didn't like me. Their game. At 38, what happened here? A second in sector 1 compared to the fastest lap at the end. Now at 39. Second lost in sector 1 again. That was just really slow. Really slow. Lap 49. These 3 laps I was just really slow. Don't know what I was doing.
Hang on, we need to go to you. You started in second season. Apple's actually been doing quite well in this season. Beating his teammate by quite a lot, and yeah. I think this is where he is. I think McCarr needs to be a little bit better in game though, because Latifi's dragging it down. It's not Albon pulling it up. Latifi dragging it down. And there she goes. The good old equal engine blowing up on Alex. Equal them in just before the Mickey Mouse section. And the tyres from the ground. Clear. Oh, there he is. How did I miss that? At 45. I don't really want. Just wanted to gain as much speed as possible. Because I knew I'd lose a lot of time with these guys. Yep. As you can see, we're still on medium, so we needed to pit for soft. Or hard, but with 12 laps to go, soft's been a better choice. And so at the moment, if you're wondering what lap car we've just lapped Zhou Guan Yu with Sergio Perez up ahead. So yeah. And there's proof that's Fernando, there's Sergio, and there's Zhou. So we came into the pit for our second and final stop. Made sure that we definitely didn't speed, and this is when I found out that I didn't speed the first time. And like the fact that the team started straight away and getting the tyres on. Again, a little bit of a slow release. I need to work on that a little bit, but I need to do an Austria level pit stop again. I know I've done it at other circuits other than Austria, but Austria's the one I remember because that's what I've referenced every time I've done it since, because that was the first time I did it in a long time. But it doesn't matter because we're out in first place with Sainz second. What's one cool thing actually is because I've lapped everyone. Well, not anymore. I've not lapped anyone anymore because I've just come out of pits. But what? Who's that? That's you, Bottas. Yeah, you're Bottas. Because I've lapped everyone up to Bottas, I could get as many penalties as I want. 10 second penalties, 100 second penalty, and I'd still finish ahead of Bottas because Bottas has been lapped and I've completed one more lap. So there's no way I could be behind Bottas in the race results. That's just something cool. These guys. Veteran. So, at this point I've lapped Magnussen and coming up to Vettel, Hamilton versus Sainz. One lap too early. Yeah, 90 second lead over Sainz. To be honest, because Charles hit and came out behind me, I didn't actually lap him, so I thought this Ferrari up ahead could have been him, and I still had 5 cars to go. So I thought Charles was in the top 7 at least. But no, I don't really have a championship rival. No, never mind, that was just myself. Cool. So yeah, as you would have seen, I hit the wall. I kind of thought I got pushed because it felt really weird the way I went in. But no, I just had understeer. So yeah, coming out of turn 16. Yep, 16. Following down, Vettel didn't really want to let me go, mainly because I weren't quick enough for him. And then Hamilton quickly let me go. And I just understeered into the wall. I kind of thought that was Hamilton pushing me into the wall, but no. I'm trying to make excuses for everything. They didn't stop me, and I just went on to win the race. Right. Fix your interval, George. I'm sorry, I just want to see what the gap was. Oh, because it's over one lap, that's why. I think. Yeah, it'll be because it's over one lap. Yeah, just watch. As soon as... Oh. Because science obviously been out. So that's not going to change. But then because George overtook him, I feel like that's something that could be fixed. Why not just have the interval as plus one lap? That's what they do in real life. But I know it's just a game, not a simulator. As much as we joke about that. And when I say we, I mean everyone that plays the F1 game. And is just into F1 in general. No rain to compromise us this time. No pit lane exit shenanigans to compromise us this time. Just an easy... Almost hit the wall again. Jesus. Just a simple victory across the line to win at Miami. Should I call this redemption? I mean, I guess I can. But it was kind of my mistake last time, so yeah, I don't think I can call that redemption. Victory, that's what I can call it.
Two things. Anthony Davidson. Jesus Christ, you need to work on your commentator's curse. I've probably offended someone by saying Jesus Christ. And I really need to work on my voiceovering. That was horrendous towards the end of that pre-race clip. But either way, we're gonna start the race review now. Getting it out of the way. Race on 21st January, 18 days ago, scripting on the 8th of February, and voicing on the 10th of January, so actually 20 days ago, the race. Therefore, the tyre temperatures are definitely out of my memory, but the grid slot was a green one. The start was horrendous after we dropped behind Sainz. We decided to go wide, and so lost out more to Verstappen, Russell and Hamilton. At the end of lap 1, we came close to overtaking Hamilton, however he took this opportunity to overtake his teammate with a dive down the inside. However, we could not capitalise and a snap of oversteer brought Lando close towards turn 1, but he backed out. On lap 1, Verstappen also made a mistake going deep into turn 1 and colliding with Sainz, giving himself a warning in the race director. Lap 2, I was close enough to Russell that in the final corner, I went wide, round his outside, into the two kinks on the straight. Russell backed out, and I went up into 4th. Then the next lap, lap 3. Oh my god. Then the next lap, 3, I had DRS on Lewis, so heading into turn 11, we went into the middle, and into the end of sector 2, we moved up into 3rd place. Lap 5, Verstappen was next, with an attack into turn 11, round the outside, but he took this and went down the inside of Sainz, but lost out, and we followed him, and heading into that chicane, we finished the move and got back into 2nd place. Lap 6, and finally we headed after Sainz. He had no DRS, so into turn 11 we had great speed and dived down the inside we went. But also off the circuit. I did block Sainz, but when I came back on the circuit, but either way, a 5-second penalty was applied to me. Lap 9 arrived and we had my first slow lap, but nothing happened. I was just slow. Again, on lap 16, I was slow, but I did also have slight contact with the inside wall heading into turn 11. And I also went wide at turn 11, like I did with Sainz. As always, unsurprisingly, not a track extension warning. Lap 19 brought attention to Max as he retired from the race in sector 3, pulling over to the side down the back straight and pulled over at turn 18, the left-hander before the line. The timing line, that is. Then on lap 20, I had a spin at turn 2. I just rode on top of the apex curb, tried slowly rejoining, but I knew I'd hit the wall, so I resorted to a flick spin. A bit tentatively, though, as I was now closer to the wall, but it was fine as we had over 40-second gap to Lewis in 2nd. Lap 23 we came in for our pit stop, first as 2. The turn in was of course purple, but the release was less than ideal. Then my nemesis, the pit exit. It was defeated, and we continued on our way clear in the lead. Lap 30 then had another slow lap because a wobble in the Mickey Mouse section chicane. They should just straight line it, to be honest. Lap 38 had another slow lap, this time slightly too early, overturning it at turn 16, so I checked myself and straightened the wheel and turned in again, of course losing me time. Lap 39, was it a slow lap? Yes. Why? It was just slow. Lap 40, the 3rd in a row. What happened this time? A bigger moment in the chicane, not actually caught on the highlights by me, but watching it back I saw the wheel go full lock, so I slowed it down and we had quite a moment. Did I catch it on the commentating at the same time? I have no idea because I can't remember it. Also, just after, the Williams of Albon retired from the race just at the side of turn 13 on the right. Lap 45 was next, and this lap we caught some traffic, and so to lap them I decided to overtake Joe like I did Verstappen. But it was not necessary as I boxed. Actually, the reason for lap 45. I forgot that doing the script. The turn in purple, speed limit, like last time, fine. The release and pit exit, both like last time, alright and clean. Therefore, we had the final 11 laps on the softs to go as quick as we could, like Bahrain and Australia. Then I talked about penalties and lap drivers for a minute on the highlights. Lap 52, I had just lapped Hamilton and Vettel, so I decided to then hit the wall exit in turn 17. Damage? I don't think so. Possibly, maybe. I don't remember. But it was I was kind of put off by Lewis and Sebastian not giving way at once and almost fighting me down the back straight. Then lap 55, mile 55, George and Carlos's lap 54, I marvelled at a broken gap on the timing tower when I lapped Sainz and Russell, because I lapped them to the gap does not change. That is fine, but it should say +1 lap instead. That makes sense. Anyway, lap 57, I came through the final 3rd sector to win the Miami Grand Prix at the 3rd time of asking, and with an entire lap over the field, and so the 5-second penalty does not matter anyway. Got nothing else to talk about? yes, I have got nothing else to talk about. So I'm just going to make it a nice round number for the editing and end it in 2 seconds. Goodbye. Okay, right.
Fernando is in for his stop.
Okay, yep, you hear that radio message. Fernando in the pit lane. And we're on lap 46. I mean, I just found this funny. This was why it's not on the highlights or the race review. As we come through turn 1, there's Alonso.
Fernando's in the pits.
No, he's not. I just found that funny. Not really that funny, but I just found it funny.